Welcome to my channel, and I'm back with you once again with another live video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. So nowadays I've decided to do some live videos on my channel, and here I am. It's the second day, and today I will be flying from Doha to Riyadh. Riyadh is my second home, and currently I'm at the Hamad International Airport. I'm using the PMDG 777-300ER for this flight, and I'm using the Qatar Airways F1 livery. It's it's a beautiful livery. You can see the plane looks so nice in it, and it's free. The best thing. So right now you can see clear skies. The weather is clear. It's not really cold nowadays over here in this part of the world, although it's 3rd of December, and the world is getting cold. But this part of the world is not so cold. What's the temperature right now? I think it's 17 degrees, so it's normal. I can just go out in a t-shirt. Anyhow, let's get inside the plane, and let's wait. So far there is very less viewership for this video. So what I'm going to do is this, that I'm just going to wait for some time, and let's first of all turn on the lights. So let's get the storm, and let's turn on the dome light, and I can turn on the logo light. Let's see if the logo light is working or not. And yes, the logo light is working. So now we have 3 people watching this video, guys. Thank you very much for visiting my channel and coming to this live session. If you can just also share this live video on your social media, that'll be nice of you. A great support from you guys. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, you can subscribe it. So as I've told you before, the flight plan is ready, and I'm ready to go to Riyadh. Great. So let's first of all tune into the ATIS and get the weather information. Actually, for this video, I'm using the Sayintentions as ATC, and I have actually turned off all the chatter, so it's really quiet. Otherwise it's too much chatter. Either other people can talk or I can talk. Okay, so let's get the weather information.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Papa. Hamad International Airport, information Papa. 1700 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 34 right, 34 left. Wind 030 at 5. Visibility 5. Sky conditions, no significant clouds. Temperature 24. Dew point 17. QNH 1017. Transition level 140. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Papa. Hamad International Airport.
Oscar Tango Hotel Airport information Delta 1800 Zulu. Wind 0275. Visibility 6. Sky condition clear. Temperature 2.
Let's change the frequency so that it's quiet. So I've got the weather information right now. It's 24 degrees centigrade in Doha. It's hotter than Riyadh. Okay, so let's first of all turn on this button, the ADRU, Air Data Inertial Reference Unit, so that I can just get the GPS coordinates, and let's see what's the situation on the live session. How many people are there? 4 people are watching, and Andrew, thank you very much. Ooh, so you're here with me. Thank you very much for visiting my channel and watching this video. Okay, so now what I can do is this. I can get the flight plan over here in the EFB, and then I can get the IFR clearance. Samuel, hi, how are you? I hope you are doing well, and it was a good day for you guys. I'm not really sure from which part of the world you are, whether it's evening or it's morning. Anyhow, good day. So, I have the flight plan. The call sign is QTR 654, Qatari 654, and the flight is from Doha to Riyadh. Cost index 176, so the plane will be going at a very high speed, and it's a Boeing 777-300ER. Zero fuel weight is 209 tons, and the route distance is 414 nautical miles. That's it. So before I configure the FMC, let me just get the IFR clearance so that I can get the runway for the takeoff and for the departure, which is the SID. I'm from Czech Republic. That's great. Okay, I'm just getting some questions. Let me just get the IFR clearance, then I will read your question, and then I will let you know. That's the best thing about YouTube. You can just interact with people all around the world. That's the best thing about going live. Okay, so let's tune into Hamad, the clearance delivery, which is 120.875, and you can see the frequencies there. So let's do it. Hamad clearance delivery, Qatari 654, IFR to Riyadh. Ready to copy. Information Papa.
Clearance on request. You are number 1.
So let's wait for it.
Emirates 654, Hamad clearance. Cleared to Riyadh via the Tulu 3 Echo departure, then as filed. Departure runway 34 right. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 119.72, 5 squawk 6443.
Clear to Riyadh via the Tulu 3 Echo departure, then as filed. Departure runway 34 right. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 119.725, squawk 6443, Qatari 654. So I've got the runway and plus the SID as well for this flight, and the squawk is 6443. So first of all, let's get the squawk over here. The
Emirates 654, read back, correct. Contact ground on 120.225 when ready.
Contact ground on 120.225, Emirates, Qatari 654. Actually, yesterday I was doing a flight with Emirates. Okay. So let me just turn off this transponder because it's not required when you are at the gate. And let's get the squawk 6443. I hope these sessions will be good ones for the beginners who are actually new to the flight simulation, and especially if you're learning air traffic control communication. It's going to help you a lot. So let me just read this question. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. I got a joystick last week. Spent hours already watching your Cessna playlist and have another 20 hours of MSFS already. There is no much to learn, and there's so much to. I'm sorry for that. Tired eyes. I thought, it's... no, thank you very much, guys. Actually, that was the plan when I first uploaded a video back in 2018. That was the plan, to basically create a platform where the beginners can learn from me, not the experts. Experts are already experts. Okay, so let's go to the FMC and let's go to position initialization. Let's enter the airport OE OTHH. And let me get the chart so that I can also get the gate. I'm just having a cup of tea right now. Okay, so let's unload this flight plan. Let's get the flight plan from SimBrief. Let's get the stand information. Get the GPS coordinates. It's C13. Concourse C. Huge airport. Just make sure if you are traveling traveling via Hamad International Airport, make sure that two of your flights have enough time. Otherwise, there are chances you're going to miss your flight. It's a huge airport. You have to run a lot. Anyhow, so you can see the position over here, the GPS position of the gate, and the last position is the same. So it's correct. I can pick up the last position, not the airport position, because obviously it's not exact. Let me just go back again. And that's it. And let's go to route and let's request the route. Set the payload and set the fuel. The fuel is 22.3 tons and it's to 22.3 tons. That's it. Select route and let's wait for some time. Let's load it. And activate. Execute. Let's get rid of these messages, and the runway is 34 right. That's it. Now for the departure, it's 2-3 echo. And execute. Let's go to the arrival and let's look at the flight plan. It's 3-3 right, ILS Yankee 3-3 right, and Estra 1 Foxtrot. Now let's check what is the transition. Although I'll be getting the transition from the ATC, but just to be on the safe side, I'm just entering the transition. So it's ILS Yankee 3-3 right. Let's pin it. It's via RK413. Here it is. Let me make it more clear. Yeah, RK413. And execute. That's it. And let's go to this option legs, route data, and let's get the wind information. I'll just minimize it and execute. That's it. Now let's go to this performance initialization page, zero fuel weight. Let's get the zero fuel weight. 209 tons as per the flight plan. The cruising altitude is 34,000 or 34,000. Accept. That's it. Now let's get the takeoff performance. So import from operational flight plan. And it's 45 degrees and takeoff 2. So D-rated takeoff 45. That's it. Now let's go to this page. Flaps set to position 5. Center of gravity percentage and trim is 4.75. Takeoff gross weight 230 tons. Just assume that you will burn roughly 1 ton of fuel. That's it. Now let's go to the next page and let's enter the wind. It was 030 at 5. So 030/5. And the slope, there is no slope. Runway slope is 0, as you can see. It's over here. And outside temperature 24 degrees centigrade. Now I can enter all these speeds. 150, 154, 159. Let me just increase it to 154. That's it. Now let's go to VNAV, and transition altitude is 140. That's it. Next page. And let's get the wind for the landing and for the descent, and that's it. Now let's configure the mode control panel, MCP, flight director on, and the speed I will keep it at 170 knots, just 10 knots more than the calculated one. Heading of the runway, let's get this heading. (336). That's it. And the initial climb is 4,000. That's it. I can also bring up the checklist right now. And oxygen and flight instruments, okay. Passenger signs. So let's now go through the overhead panel. So ADRU on, thrust asymmetrical compensation is set to auto, primary flight computers auto and guarded, and APU is running. We don't need this. This is okay. Window heat on, emergency lights armed and guarded. And now I can also turn on the pumps. Hydraulic pumps, and let's turn on the seatbelt signs, and let's turn on the fuel pumps. Let's turn on the beacon, as now I will be starting the pushback and engine start. Anything else? So everything is good now. Let's do one more thing, and let's remove the chocks and close any doors which are open. So ground operations, ground power, no. So I can remove the chocks, and door management, let's close all the doors. You can see, yeah. Let's arm all the doors, and that's it. Now I can request for pushback and engine start. I just forgot one thing. C13. So let's contact the ground to get the clearance for pushback and engine start. Ground is 120.225, so that's it. Hamad ground, Qatari 654, requesting pushback and engine start, stand Charlie 13. And also adjust the altimeter, QNH 1017, and it's correct.
Emirates 654, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Face south, Qatari 654. So I got the clearance. Let's use GSX Pro for the pushback, and that's it. I can turn on the LNAV and the VNAV as well. And here's ground crew ready for the pushback. That's it.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Is any one of you using the GSX Pro for the Microsoft Flight Simulator? Because I just got it like 3 months back, especially for the pushback, and I'm just really enjoying all the pushbacks. So locking gear. 21 minutes into this live session, and right now I have 5 people with me. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. It's good to have you guys around. So nowadays, actually, I am Samuel. Yes, I am using GSX Pro. Great. So tail to the right, and
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
the integration of GSX Pro with enables FS Labs is amazing, and especially the Phoenix as well, Phoenix simulation. So let's turn on this switch, the engine start switch. Just move it to start, and let's turn on the fuel control switch for engine 2. So tomorrow I will do a flight with FS Labs A321, and trust me, by far that is the best airplane right now in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Although it's very difficult to take a call on the best plane in this Microsoft Flight Simulator, but FS Labs is really good because the integration with the G6 Pro is really good. The handling is amazing for this plane. We just get the engine information over here on the lower ICAS. Let's turn on the transponder. That's it. And now engine 2 is up and running. So let's turn on engine 1. I've also reduced the traffic and plus the number of aircrafts.
Please set parking brakes.
Okay.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
So let's end the pushback because it's going to take some time. So
Cockpit to ground.
we have a good engine start.
You can disconnect. Unlocking gear.
Unlocking gears, and that's it. Now the tug will be removed, and now engine 2 is also available. I can turn off the APU. It's no longer required. Let's get the flight control over here. Let's adjust the trim 4.75. You can do it from here. So just bring your cursor over here and just move it down. Keep on holding it till the time you see 4.75 over here, and that's it. Now let's
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
do the flight control check.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Elevators and ailerons working perfectly all right, and rudder is also good. That's it. Let's set the flaps to position 5. Let's turn on the weather radar. And let's wait for this confirmation. Thank you very much. So I can turn off this light and dome as well, and I can turn on the lights. Wing light, taxi, and when I turn off lights, let's turn them on and let's go through the checklist. Yesterday, I forgot to complete the checklist. So today, I'm going to complete it. That's it. And auto brake, let's set to RTO. And that's it. Nothing else required. I can bring up the fuel information over here on this lower ECAS, and let's reduce the brightness of this secondary instrument. Well, let's get the clearance for the taxi. Hamad Ground, Qatari 654, requesting taxi information, Papa.
Emirates 654, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo 4, Echo 1, Alpha 3, Bravo Alpha.
Runway 34 right, taxi via Echo 4, Echo 1, Alpha 3, Bravo Alpha, Qatari 654. And I have this indicator for the taxi. It's the only cheat code that I use in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. It makes my life easy. So let's give some power, and the ground speed should not be more than 20. It's a beautiful airport. So I will be flying to Pakistan in January. Actually, I consumed all of my annual leaves this year. So right now there is zero balance. And plus it's the year end. Appraisal's going on. So kind of stuck. So I will be traveling to Islamabad by mid of January. Let's see. Last time when I was in Pakistan, that was the beginning of November. Cabin ready. There is some traffic, but I can ignore that. That's it. Hamad International Airport is always busy. It's one of the busiest airports in the world. It's 9:34 in the evening. This is the local time. Riyadh and Qatar and are in the same time zone. Bahrain, Riyadh, and Qatar. For UAE, it's different. It's a 1 hour difference. It's GMT plus 4. Let's reduce the speed a bit. Beautiful sight. What? It's going to land or not? Yeah. Landed. It was a good one. Okay. So there's another plane taxiing.
Emirates 654, contact tower on 118.025, safe flight.
Contact tower on 118.025, Qatari 654. Okay, my call sign, I just noticed that it's Emirates. Let me just change it. Hamad Tower, Qatari 654, ready for departure.
Qatari 654 Heavy, Hamad Tower, runway 34 right, hold short. You're number 1 behind the 777.
Hold short, Qatari 654. So let's wait. There's this 777 just waiting for the clearance, and there's another one that's about to land. So I think this is going to be a long wait. From tomorrow, I'll also try to arrange some music during this leisure time. We can listen to some good music. So I think once this plane lands, then this plane will take off. There is another one. 320. So let's wait for it. I remember like 4 or 5 years back, I was doing a flight from Dubai and I had to wait for almost like 15 minutes. I have turned on the traffic as well. So it was a long wait. I think this plane just suddenly disappeared. Is it going to stop? No. I think I can stop. I think there's more weight. Or I can check with the ATC. Hamad Tower, Qatari 654 requesting departure. Let's see. I don't think so I'm going to get the clearance.
Qatari 654, runway 34 right, hold short. You're number 1 behind the 789.
Hold short, Qatari 654. Okay. So let's wait. I think the stream quality is good today. I have tweaked a few settings. And now I think you guys are getting some good resolution and bitrate as well. And I hope the sound is also clear. I think it's going to take some time. Oh, this plane also disappeared. So I can just move. There is no other plane, by the way. Anyhow. Let's turn on the landing lights and also the beacon. And let's wait. I think I'll get the clearance after this plane lands. Let's check with the ATC again. Hamad Tower, Qatari 654, ready for departure.
Qatari 654, hold short of runway 34 right, 781 mile final.
Hold short, runway 34 right, 781, 1 mile final, Qatari 654. Okay, so I think now I should get the clearance in the next 1 or 2 minutes.
Qatari 654 heavy, runway 34 right, wind 030 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, wind 030 at 5, cleared for takeoff, Qatari 654. And let's release the parking brakes and take this plane to the runway. It's going to be a long flight, roughly 1 hour or maybe 45 minutes. Just right after the takeoff, I will activate autopilot because I'm doing this ATC communication, so that's why I will not be flying so much. And here is the runway. Let's give some power. And then I will activate the auto throttle. Just push the yoke a bit forward. 50% power. Activate auto throttle. And the beautiful sound of the engines. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gears up. Let's turn on the autopilot. And that's it. Let the autopilot do its job.
Qatari 654, contact departure.
Contact departure, Qatari 654. Hamad departure, Qatari 654, passing 2000 for 4000.
Qatari 654 heavy, Hamad approach, radar contact. Climb via the side to flight level 180.
Climb via the SID to flight level 180, Qatari 654. So let's climb to 18,000 feet, 1,000. Flight level 180. And I will proceed via the SID. So that was the clearance.
Qatari 654, contact Doha Center on 132.975.
Contact Doha Center on 132.975, Qatari 654. Doha Center, Qatari 654, passing 4,000 for 18,000.
Qatari 654, Doha Center identified. Good evening, Doha, KNH 1017.
QNH 1017, Qatari 654. So now there is an altitude restriction because as I'm climbing via the SID, so that's why I have to follow all the restrictions for the altitude and for the speed. So that's why till this point, Dembo, I should be below or at 4,000 feet. So that's why the plane has leveled off at 4,000 feet. And then once the plane crosses this waypoint Dembo, then it will start to climb. As a beginner, you should try flying with the ATC. You can get the Beyond ATC, or you can also get this Sayintentions, but I would recommend Beyond ATC. It's a bit simple than the Sayintentions. It's easy to set up, and the co-pilot feature is also really good. Although in this plane, I can also, with Sayintentions, with Sayintentions, I can also ask the co-pilot to carry out all the radio communication. Hey, can you take care of the radio communication for the rest of the flight? This is an intercom, so let's see if the co-pilot can take over.
Sure thing, mate. I'll handle the radios from here on out.
And that's it. So now the co-pilot will be handling all the radio communication. Just 2.8 nautical miles away. So let's see in this video how effective this radio communication by the co-pilot. So you can always do this thing. This is something really interesting about Sayintentions as well. But I would recommend Beyond ATC for the beginners. And it will give you a very good sense of the flight, of the departures and the arrivals. This was scared for a moment. Got stuck, the simulator. I was about to get a heart attack. All my effort was about to go down the drain in front of 3 people who were watching it. Tomorrow is Thursday. My weekend will start. And tomorrow I'm planning to do a long flight with FS Labs A321. So now the plane is climbing. Just crossing 8,000 feet. At 10,000 feet, I can turn off the seatbelt signs and the exterior lights. Only the beacon and the nav light will be on. Let's have a look at the plane. And isn't it beautiful? Beauty of the skies. The Boeing 777. It'll just go all the way left and then it will pass Bahrain, and from Bahrain the plane will take a left turn, then it will fly over Khubar, Dammam towards Riyadh. So 10,000 feet, I can turn off the seatbelt signs, and let's turn off the wing lights, the logo light, and let's turn off the taxi lights and the landing lights. That's it. Only the beacon, nav, and strobe will be on throughout the flight. Transition altitude is 14,000 feet. So it's a good question. If I am not reading your name wrong, Marcus Sala. Hey, I currently play MSFS on Xbox and I want to buy a PC for MSFS. Do you have any recommendations? Actually, it's a very tricky question. Mostly the people ask me this question, and it's totally dependent on your budget. But if you go with the minimum requirements, I think you should have at least an i7 with a 32 GB RAM. Still, it's low. And you can start with the RTX 5060 if you have the budget for that. Otherwise, then you can just go for 4060 or maybe 4080. I'm still using the 4080. I have an i9 processor, and I have 64 GB RAM and RTX 4080.
Qatari 654, climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, Qatari 654. So let's climb to...
320, Qatari 654.
Oh, the co-pilot is there. So I don't have to take care of the ATC anymore. Let's talk to the co-pilot and let's ask him to get us the clearance for flight level 380. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, this is the cruising altitude for this flight. So let's 340. Hey, can you request...
Qatari 654, contact Bahrain Central Low Center on 122.3.
Now let's wait for the ATC, for the
I'll
co-pilot.
handle the radio communication for the rest of the flight, Natif.
Switching to Bahrain Central Low Center on 122.3, Qatari 654.
Central Low Center, Qatari 654. Good evening. We're climbing through flight level 200 up to flight level 320.
Qatari 654 Bahrain Central Low Center, climb flight level 320.
Flight level 320, Qatari 654.
And that's amazing. You can see the co-pilot can also take care of the ATC communication. Now I will ask the co-pilot to get us the clearance for flight level 340 because the cruising altitude for this flight is 340. Hey can you ask the ATC to give us the flight level 340 for this flight as it's the cruising altitude?
Requesting climb flight level 340 with ATC.
Thanks for the advice. Name is Marco. Marco, thank you very much.
Bahrain Central Low Center, Qatari 654, requesting a climb to flight level 340 as our cruising altitude.
Now what's happening? I think this is the third or the fourth time when this LNAV is getting deactivated. Oh, now I got it. The button that I'm pressing for the intercom, it's actually turning off the
Qatari
LNAV.
654 climb flight level 340.
Flight level 340, Qatari 654.
That's it. Now the cruising altitude is 340 for this flight. That's it. I'll just make a quick cup of tea for myself. Let's take a break of 5 minutes and then I will be back and I will just take you from here then. So I'm back, and now I've got my tea with me, and still we have some good ground to cover. This Sunday there was a Formula One race in Qatar, and I missed it. Actually, Sundays are working days in Riyadh, and I just only got chance to watch the Formula One race back in 2019. Yes, it was end of March. The weather was pleasant, but it was an amazing experience. I watched it for the first time, and it was mesmerizing. I watched all the practice sessions, the qualifiers, and it was amazing. You should at least watch it once in your life in order to have some good experience. Hamilton won that race. I remember Danny Ricciardo's car had some electrical issues.
Qatari 654, expect the Ezra 1 Foxtrot arrival in about 20 minutes. I'll start your descent. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner.
Expect the Ezra 1 Foxtrot arrival into Riyadh, Qatari 654. Oh, I again forgot that it's the co-pilot who's taking care of the communication. Hi. Hi? There's a question mark. So, I just read this thing in my mind like this. Hi? Hi. So, right now I've got like 6 viewers on my channel. Just trying to increase the number of people joining my channel. I am trying to do a live session almost every day. I hope I can keep up with this schedule. I have a busy schedule at my office. I come back by around 5 or 6 in the evening, then I just take some rest and then try to do a live video. So I will try to build some good audience for my live sessions over here in the coming few days, and your support will be really appreciated. So, Marco, you were asking about the controllers. Honestly, do not spend so much money on all this stuff. I think even if you get the Thrustmaster side stick for Airbus A320, that will be more than enough. You can control the rudders, you can control the view, autopilot, engage, disengage. It's got like more than, I think, 15-16 buttons. It's got and the thrust control as well. So I think this
Qatari
is more than enough.
654, contact Jeddah control on 134.45.
Switching to Jeddah control on 134.45, Qatari 654.
That's it. Let's wait for it.
Jeddah control, Qatari 654, good evening, maintaining flight level 340.
And plus, you for if you want to even
Qatari 654, Jeddah control, maintain flight level 340.
maintain flight level 340. That's it.
Flight level 340, Qatari 654.
Great. So if you want to spend some extra money, then I think you can also get the thrust levers, the TCA quadrant, and that's it. But just to begin with, I think you should not be spending so much money, unless you have so much money. And you find my videos very helpful for MSFS. Thank you very much. That was actually the purpose of starting this channel and posting all the videos related to flight simulation, because I was a learner myself. So I just wanted to learn with you guys. I have a question. How do you have good and realistic airport taxiways? Actually, I've purchased these airports. That's why when I'm doing flights in the night, I'm using these airports. Let's say I've got the Islamabad International Airport, the Jinnah International Airport for Karachi, and then I have King Khalid International Airport. I have Jeddah Airport, Dubai, Qatar, Heathrow. I think I've also purchased the Frankfurt. So I have these airports because in the night they're very dull. So that's why when I'm doing videos in the night, I'm using these airports because I've purchased them. And you know, I think I've also purchased the San Francisco airport as well, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So in the morning, I can just fly to any airport. It's okay. But in the night, I use these airports. So that's why they're very bright. Sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. So I've got a good library. And at least I buy one airport in a month. I sound so rich. I wish I could just buy one airport a month. Every month, you know, buying one airport. Maybe. You never know. One hour and 7 minutes into this live session. Thank you very much, everyone, for staying with me on this channel. I hope you're getting some good sound and good video quality. Which planes you guys prefer? So if you can just give me your feedback. So let's see which planes you guys like. Let's look at the progress as well. (108 nautical miles). It's 7:26 at 7:26 at 7:11. So roughly in the next 15 minutes, the descent will start. I really like Enibil's A330 300G. Amazing plane. That is a good one. Marco, have you also tried the 340? It's a good one. Just few days back, I also did a review on my channel for that plane. I'm also planning to cover 310 and 300. What do you really prefer, 777 or 350? Honestly speaking, it's a very tough call, but I prefer 777. I don't know. I simply love this plane. Even if you look at it at the airport, it looks so beautiful. It's such a long plane. Even if you're walking inside, you know, my favorite seats in 777 when I'm flying this plane. If I don't have a connection and if I don't have to rush to the immigration, then I always take the seats at the back. I'm not really sure about the rest of the airlines, but for Emirates, if you just go back in the tail section of the plane, the last 5-6 rows, it's like instead of 3-4-3, it's the seat formation is 2-4-2, and I always take the back seats, and it's such an amazing feeling when you're walking through that plane all the way from the start. I'm currently not wanting to buy any add-ons until I get a PC. Yeah, it's really good. So you can wait for your PC, and then you can just get the add-ons. And plus, that A350 by any builds is very heavy on the graphic cards. It's very heavy. If I always forget, I think my RTX 4080's got 16 gigabytes of VRAM, and it always gives me an error at times when I'm using the ultra settings that, you know, the VRAM is full. So I was planning to get an RTX 5090 because it's got, I think, if I'm not wrong, 32 GB of VRAM. So with this plane, yes, I can do flights without any issues with the graphics. So this is also another added point. And plus, you know, I personally love 777. I have got some affection for this plane. All the 350, there is no doubt, one of the best planes. It's got the latest technology. It's easy to fly, easy to start. Nice interactive cockpit. You have got like big controls, big screens. Looks so beautiful. But 777, I don't know. I love it. I've got all the 777s from Enables, like the 300ER, the 200LR, and the 200ER. You're using Middle East servers or Europe? I'm not really sure. I've never looked at those settings. So I think maybe Middle East servers. What throttle? Sorry, I didn't get your question. What throttle? The thrust I'm using, actually, if you're asking about the throttle levers that I'm using the Thrustmaster TCA Quadrant. So I've got those thrust levers. So even these live sessions are really good. We can just, like, you know, talk about flight simulation and planes. This is something really interesting about these live sessions. From tomorrow, I'll also try to get some music. You know, to make these sessions more interesting. I've got the Artlist subscription. They've got some good music. I get the copyright so that I can play those.
Qatari 654, contact Riyadh control on 132.5.
Switching to Riyadh control on 132.5, Qatari 654. Riyadh control, Qatari 654, evening, maintaining flight level 340.
So now I've got like 7 viewers on this live session. Thank you everyone for
Qatari 654, Riyadh control, maintain flight level 340.
maintain flight level 340. That's it.
Flight level 340, Qatari 654.
If I want to add keybind for throttles for idle, a keyboard like that. So for the keyboard, it's like F and R. Can I do it right now? Let me show you. F. See, this is the effect of F, and this is R. And that's it. So use the default settings. Don't do anything. And this is the default setting for this keyboard. So, because, you know, for the PMDG 777 300ER, the thrust levers for the Thrustmaster TCA Quadrant, they don't really work, and the reverse thrust doesn't work. So once I land the plane, I keep on pressing F to activate the reverse thrust. Even on the controller, you have got this control for the thrust. It doesn't work. I haven't searched the internet for its solution, but I searched over the Copilot, and I got an answer that there is no support right now. So you have to, you know, either get the thrustmaster yoke and the thrust levers for Boeing from thrustmaster, or you can use FNR for this plane. So it's very simple. So if you've got any other configuration for your keyboard, just delete it. Get thank you, you're welcome. Yeah, so just use FNR and that's it. Don't play around with the settings too much. That's what I do, because you know what happens, it's kind of a very, this flight simulation, although it's like a video game, but still it's very complex, so you have to be really careful. Few days back I was just downloading stuff in my community folder, and I don't know what happened, I stopped getting this DME over here. So every time when I was going for an ILS approach, I was not getting the distance, and it was very annoying. Maybe I thought, you know, initially I thought that there is some issue with the plane or maybe with the airport. I tried.
Qatari 654, contact Jeddah control on 134.45.
Switching to Jeddah control on 134.45, Qatari 654.
So tomorrow I think I'll do a flight from Riyadh to Jeddah. That's a good idea. I've got the Saudia livery
Jeddah control,
for this
Qatari
plane.
654, evening, maintaining flight level 340.
Maintaining flight level 340.
Qatari 654, Jeddah control, good evening. Identified, maintain flight level 340.
So the top of descent is now near. Almost like 6 minutes to go.
Qatari 654.
Yeah, and this new livery is amazing for F1. The day I read the news and I saw this livery on the Facebook, I think maybe it was a Facebook post. I just came back from my office, I searched for this livery and I installed it. It was for free. So, but it's amazing. That's really nice. So Lewis, it's very simple. You have to actually install this livery from the PMDG installer. So if you go to the PMDG installer, you go to the liveries, you will see this import button, and from just click this import button, unzip that folder of the livery, and then just select that folder. And once it's imported in the PMDG installer, then you will be able to use it. It's really simple. You have no idea. I've been through this. I pasted this livery, I think 4 times in the community folder, deleted different stuff, and you know, it was not getting picked up. Yeah, I see. Thank you, man. I'll give it a go. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, Lewis, for your question and for your support. If you are not subscribed to my channel, you can subscribe to my channel right now. So the top of descent is there. Let's see if my co-pilot requests the descent. That was a good one. So
Qatari 654, contact Riyadh control on 132.25.
Contacting Riyadh control on 132.25, Qatari 654.
So I should be descending to 4,000 feet. You can see the runway elevation is 2,016 feet above the sea level. So at this point, ORMAT, I should be at 4,000 or below.
Riyadh control,
Maximum speed
Qatari
190 knots.
654, good evening, maintaining flight level 340.
Good videos.
654, Riyadh control identified. Good evening.
Lewis, thank you very much. These kind of encouraging messages are really good, and these comments, I really appreciate them, man. Actually, I glad to see you live streaming. Your videos helped me a lot when I started to learn to fly. That was basically the aim, everyone. That's what I aimed to do, because I started a proper flight simulation back in 2018, and I installed X-Plane 11, and X-Plane 11 is not that easy as the Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. Now the things have progressed a lot. At that time, SimBrief was not even so much developed. I didn't know how to get the airport charts and stuff like this, so I struggled a lot. Hey Is, can you get the clearance for the descent? Let's start the descent right now.
I'll request the descent clearance for you, Atif.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lewis.
Riyadh Control, Qatari 654, requesting clearance to begin descent at this time.
Qatari 654, descend via Esra 1 Foxtrot into King Khaled, QNH 1019er.
Now the descent will automatically start.
1 Foxtrot into King Khaled, QNH 1019er, Qatari 654.
So descend via Isra 1 Foxtrot into King Khalid, and QNH is 1019. Obviously, I will not be changing the barometric pressure right now.
654, cross Romeo Kilo 499er at or below altitude 12000.
Cross Romeo Kilo 499 at or below 12000, Qatari 654.
Yeah, it's there in the flight plan. Romeo Kilo 499er. It's in the flight plan, and the plane should be at or below 12,000 feet. That's good. So, as I've got the clearance to basically descend into King Khalid International Airport via a star, so that's why I will be following all the rules, or rather the restrictions of this star. So as soon as the plane crosses this point of descent, the descent will automatically start. Otherwise, I can just press this button and start the descent. And now you can see the descent has automatically started. You can see the vertical deviation indicator is there, which is really good. So 1 hour and 23 minutes into this live session. Even, guys, after crossing 20,000 subscribers on my channel, I've started to get some good traction on my channel, which is something really good. It took me a long time because I was just trying to make videos whenever I can. So my progress has been slow. Anyhow, I got some good subscribers, and I just really love all the support that I get from all of you. Mitchell, what is your day job? I actually work in an IT organization. I am in the managed services, and I look after the operational excellence department. So, for the managed services, there is an operations team. So in order to have operational excellence, we have a team, operational excellence team. So my role is more of a strategic thing, strategic initiatives, like developing dashboards, developing strategies, and stuff like this. So my job is to make the business look good. I'm basically a business analyst. That sounds cool. It is cool, but not that cool. Trust me, man. So I've got actually a bachelor's degree in computer sciences, and then I did my master's in business administration. So I've got the flavor of both the worlds, the computer science and the business. So I just combine these two things together to fly planes. I would rather do this as a job. I wanted to be a pilot, but even now it's very expensive. It was really expensive. My parents couldn't afford this education. So I couldn't become a pilot. I tried applying for Pakistan Air Force, got rejected. Couldn't make it because the competition is really tough in Pakistan, especially in Air Force. So here I am now flying these planes. So somehow, just like going zigzag, I just ended up over here as a business analyst and a strategist. So it's been 11 years now. I'm in Riyadh. Yeah, next year. Yeah, now it's 11. Yeah, next year I'm in the now 12th year. So everything is looking good so far. QNH, let me just write it down. 1019er. Wish you best of luck, Mitchell. I hope you can just do it and you can just make it. Lucky are those people who can follow their dreams. One of my uncles, he was a captain, private license. Oh yes, at least you'll get the chance to fly the planes. So my uncle from my mother's side, my mother's brother, he has been flying commercial planes for almost like 45 years. He was with the PIA. He was chief pilot in PIA. He's flown, his last plane was Boeing 747. I think he got retired back, I think 11 years back, or maybe 12 years back. But he had an excellent career. And he also got a chance to fly the initial flights for Emirates. I remember I once visited him in Karachi when I was a kid back in 85, 86. I don't remember the exact year, but it was, I think, 85 or 86. And his uniform changed. So he used to wear the PIA uniform, then he started wearing Emirates uniform, and he then at that time told us that Dubai has started a new airline, it's Emirates, and the PIA is carrying out all the flights for Emirates. So we never knew at that time that Emirates will become one of the largest airlines of the world. So I remember once he brought us those activity bags for the kids, Emirates, and it was really exciting. So he was part of the initial journey of Emirates as well. So I've grown up listening to him, asking him questions, and he has really been a good inspiration. I think back in 89, I got a chance to fly with him in the cockpit. That was 88, I think 88, and it was a Boeing 737-300. Yeah, he was on 737-300s. And this flight was from, there was a city in Pakistan, Multan to Lahore, and then Lahore to Islamabad. Maximum, I think, maybe Multan to Lahore was a 1 hour flight, and then the next leg was like for like 45 or 50 minutes. It's a short flight.
Qatari 654, contact Riyadh, final approach on 119er.75.
Switching to Riyadh final approach on 119.75 Qatari 654.
That's it. Soon I will be crossing the transition level. So I will adjust the altimeter. This is Riyadh.
Riyadh final approach, Qatari 654. Good evening, descending from flight level 160 to 12000.
Qatari 654 heavy, Riyadh final approach. Expect the ILS Yankee runway 33 right approach into King Khalid.
Expect the ILS Yankee runway 33 right approach, Qatari 654 heavy.
So let's check the runway and so it's 3 right Yankee. It's active and that's it. Now I've crossed the transition level and QNH 1019. Let's adjust it 1019 and that's it. Yeah, you will enjoy 777 more than the Airbus planes. I don't know. I enjoy this plane, and especially if you're flying the 737. Actually, you know, there is a difference in the approach of Airbus and Boeing. Airbus is trying to automate the flying and trying to ease out the pilots and reduce the stress from the pilots.
654, descend altitude 10,000.
Descending to altitude 10,000, Qatari 654.
And that's it. You recently got the Phoenix A320. You are going to enjoy it, but do try the FS Labs A321. It's an amazing plane, but the handling is superb, and especially the taxi is actually you can say very realistic. You know, you can control the tiller. You can activate and deactivate the tiller from here. It's got the control, and all the activities are being carried out from the McDo, not from the AFB. Only for the takeoff performance calculation. That's it. Otherwise, you'll be carrying out all the activities from here. And if you got the GSX Pro, it's got a very good integration with that. Yeah, it's nice upgrade. Yeah. Try the FS Labs A321 as well. Tomorrow I'm trying to do a flight with it. So let me just turn on the lights, wing lights, logo lights, and taxi, runway, turn off, landing, and everything is there. So right now the co-pilot is carrying out all the communication. The speed is reducing, no need for the speed brakes. Yeah, you should. You should get the 319 and 321 as well for the Phoenix. I think I've got a video on my channel for 319 if I'm not wrong. Let me just check if I am not wrong. I did a video. Just love the sound of the old Airbus engines. The CEO, the current engine options, not the Neo. The shrill sound of the engines, it just reminds me of my early days flying with Etihad Airways, because they had those old engines, the CFMs, and the sound was amazing. So let's see if I get a clearance to descend. I'm also getting a Wing Airbus autopilot. Yeah. Oh, that's a good choice. This will enhance your experience. I'm looking forward to buying a Wing controller. I've seen the videos. It's really nice. Hayes, can you ask for the descent?
I've got you covered, Atif, requesting descent clearance now.
Riyadh final approach. Qatari 654 requesting additional descent clearance for Qatar Airways Flight 654.
I have to fix this thing. I'll do this after this flight because LNAV is getting disconnected.
Qatari 654, descent altitude 8,000 feet.
Descent altitude 8,000 feet.
Qatari 654.
So let's get the checklist for the descent. Recall, I don't have any, no errors. Auto brake, let's set it to max. And that's it. Approach briefing, altimeter is done. And that's it. Also, let's get the approach speed. I'm not doing the fuel calculation, just trying to save some time, but it's not much of a difference. I always do this when I'm near the runway, so it gives me a good reading. If I adjust the fuel as well, the approach speed will reduce from 141 to 140. So now you can see that with Sayintentions, the co-pilot also works really nice. And then there is also a checklist feature in Sayintentions. You can just go through a checklist with the co-pilot. And it's an amazing feature. And plus, you can also try different approaches with Sayintentions. Let's say right now I'm trying this ILS approach, then you can go with an RNAV and VOR. You can also file for a VFR. So it's a good software. I can set the flaps to position 5 because the speed is at 240 knots. Now let's wait for the ATC to give me another altitude to descend to. By the way, this thing has happened before. I don't want to mess up. So let's see. Riyadh final approach, Qatari 654 requesting an altitude to descend to.
Qatari 654, descend altitude 6,000 feet.
Descent altitude 6,000 feet, Qatari 654. You see, I was right. So the communication using the co-pilot was for the demo purpose. But now I will take control of the communication, because a few days back I remember I was doing a flight to Qatar from Riyadh, and I missed the approach. So that was not nice. Still, there is some ground to cover, but you can see the vertical deviation is there. We were going at a higher altitude, and if I look at the progress, still 50 nautical miles to go. Drag required. Maybe I can just like get the speed brakes. Descend altitude 5,000, Qatari 654. So I'm just going to manage the descent right now with the speed brakes. Yeah. As you can see, as soon as the plane starts to follow the vertical path, you get this message. Again, drag required. Anyhow, I'm not going to use the speed brakes anymore. Yeah, no, the speed is reducing, so let's get the speed brakes. Yeah, so that speed reduces, and plus the plane starts to follow this vertical path.
Qatari 654 heavy, proceed direct or mat. Descend altitude 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 33 right approach. Speed below 190 knots until established.
Proceed direct or mat, descent altitude 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 33 right approach. Speed below 190 knots until established. Qatari 654. Now let's go with this, and yeah. Speed increased, I think. Yeah, there was some error over here. And let me see if I can get this waypoint Ormat. Let's go back and let's go direct to Ormat and descend to 4,000 feet. Let's get the speed brakes. And let's check if the ILS frequency is also correct. 109.1. That's it. Runway heading 327. I can just close this. No longer required. Yeah, I know. So let's arm the speed brakes. So now I've got the clearance for 4,000 feet. This is the altitude at which I will be intercepting the glide slope. So everything is looking good so far. The plane is following this vertical flight plan. I can set the flaps to position 15. You can see the speed is reducing. Yeah. And at this point then gear up 170. And that's it. So I have the approach speed 141 knots. That's it. Seatbelt signs on, all the lights are on, everything is looking good so far. Let's apply the speed brakes, increase the vertical speed. $4,800. And that's it. Now I can arm.
2,500.
Just 6 nautical miles before the runway, I will lower the gears and go with the full flaps. One hour and 47 minutes into this live session, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. I can reduce the speed 170 knots.
Qatar 654, contact King Khalid Tower on 118.6 when established.
Contact King Khalid Tower on 118.6 when established. Qatar 654. Let's activate approach. Now established on the localizer. Still glide slope is armed, and this is runway 33 right. King Khalid Tower, Cut 3654, established on the localizer for ILS Yankee runway 34 right.
Qatar 654 heavy, King Khalid Tower, roger. Qatar 654 heavy, King Khalid Tower, wind 050 at 3, runway 33 right, cleared to land.
Wind 050 at 3, runway 33 right, clear to land, Cut 3654. And that's it. I can load the gears. The visibility is really good. And you can see the auto land is active now, line 3. I can extend the flaps to 30 degrees now. Can I try auto land today? Let's do that. because both the autopilots are active, AP1 and 2. You can see LAN 3 is appearing over here. Now you can see over here on the FMA, rollout and flare. It's active. Sorry, armed, not active. It's armed. So let's try auto LAN today. Slightly low.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Now performing a flare. Reverse thrust active. And it worked. So the auto LAN works for this plane. Really good. Let's retract the flaps.
Qatari 654, welcome to King Khaled. Contact ground on 121.6.
Contact ground on 121.6, Qatari 654. King Khaled ground, Qatari 654, requesting taxi to the gates. Let me just turn off the lights, the landing lights, no longer required. Let's turn off the strobe as well. And let's turn on the APU.
Qatari 654, taxi to Terminal 3, Gate 05 via Golf 4 Sierra Echo. Good day.
Taxi to Terminal 3, Gate 05 via Golf 4 Sierra Echo. Qatari 654. That's good. So everything is good. Oh, speed brakes are still active. Let's So this is the King Khaled International Airport. Terminal 3 is actually for Emirates. 4 is for Saudi. And 1 is for, I think, Flynas. Yes, if I'm not wrong, if you're flying via Flynas. So, no planes. You have to, do the setting in the settings. You have to turn this off because, every time when I was landing, there were too many planes on the gates. So I hope it's going to be a good parking as well after a good flight. No issues. Thrust levers in the idle position. Let's turn off the lights. Strobe is automatically off, and that's it. And let's turn off the engines. That's it. Let's turn off the seatbelt signs. Let's turn off the emergency lights. Window heat off. C1, C2 electric off, and all the hydraulic pumps off. That's it. Fuel pumps off. Anti-ice off. Logo can be on, nav can be on, beacon off. Let's turn on the storm and the dome light. And that's it. Let's go through this checklist. Parking brake? Yeah, it's set. And let's turn off the weather radar. The only thing that I forgot. And also turn off the transponder. No longer required. And that's it. So if you want to secure this plane, then you can just go through this checklist. Otherwise, you can just like do another flight with this plane. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And every day I will just try to be regular on my channel. I'm planning to do some live sessions, and plus over the weekends I will also be recording tutorials for this plane, and plus reviews and stuff like this. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, you can subscribe to my channel and you can get the latest updates. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section, or if you want to add anything to this video, the comment section is there for you. Thank you very much for watching it. Have a nice day. Hope to see you soon.